Morning, everybody. What's the date here? Where are we at? The 21st of July. Wow. I tell you what, school's not but about a month away. Not even that now, Joe. Huh? What's it? They start right after August the 6th or 7th, some shit up in there.
Yeah, real soon.
Real soon. Mr. Flynn.
Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning?
John.
Mr. Well.
Mr. Lon DeNord.
What up?
Morning, Lon.
Hey.
Morning, Captain Joe.
Morning.
I see Mr. John Coopy's in the house here. Welcome in, John. The
Coopster.
Brian. We got Mr. Shithead Maker Award winner, Buckeye Drones, Rick Williamson. You know, he only makes and gives out those awards to see to who he deems deserving. Of course, we know Scotty Jackrabbit is the big winner of that award. Mr. DeMarco Moore, Malo, welcome in. Who else is in here? I saw Alex, Dave, Randy.
DeMarco's in Michigan.
DeMarco is on vacation.
I wondered. I thought I smelled something.
He's living the high life up there in
He wanted to
Grayling.
get as close to the drone meetup without going that you could go. You know, that's what he was trying to do. I think he's about 30, 40 minutes from Elgin, or he was at one point.
I don't think he is now.
No. He's up by you?
He's up. No, he's up north, Grayling.
Yeah, Grayling. Yeah.
Okay.
On the stick.
Hey, John, you see the guy with that boat yet?
No.
Yeah, John, yeah.
You need to find out who that is, Johnny, so I can.
I do have his number. He probably I'd probably need to, to see how. I guess he's probably there by now. I don't know when that was.
Well, he didn't come up the river to Portage. He would have had to trailer it to get to Portage, so he may have gone through Lake Michigan or whatever. But
I don't know. It was weird. Out of all the play, he started. Bob Casey, what's up, Mr. Casey?
My Irish cousin Bob.
Bob Casey.
Top of the morning to you, Bob. Hi, Robert. Good morning, Robert. Top of the morning.
What's everybody got going on today, man? What's your plans?
Nothing too exciting.
Nothing too exciting.
No. Hopefully fly, of course, but nothing in concrete.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you, I did fly. It rained yesterday, but I went to church, and then we was talking right after church. I looked up at the steeple at the old church. That thing must have had 1,000 wasps. You could see them flying around it.
What was that bird that was up there trying to?
I don't know. The woodpecker. All of a sudden,
like a woodpecker. Yeah.
Yeah, he popped in.
Yeah, he was looking for some.
Was that your video with the cross with wasp all around it?
Yeah.
I glanced at that and I didn't pay attention. I went to something else.
Man, it was. I'm gonna go back. The little young priest was walking out, and it's like, man. He said, I was showing it to him. He said, "Wow." So, try to get some better shots of it. I guess. See what they got going on up there. I didn't see a nest, but
maybe they were converting.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe they were building it.
Yeah,
geez.
People.
Yeah. You want to get them out of there, I can tell you that. They get territorial, and next thing you know, people will start getting attacked.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah. That is no fun. Especially if they're allergic.
Barkley.
Yep.
Woof.
Have you ever walked in one of them, hit you on the head or the face real fast?
Yeah,
like stop what you're doing. And think of where you're at.
Yeah. Yep. Very true.
They give you one warning.
Yeah. See if I can get. John, I said you put another little video up.
I did.
Yeah, didn't you put something up yesterday or the day before?
No,
You didn't?
I don't think so.
After after the tall ship, I thought you put something.
No, I haven't done anything since then. I've flown a lot, but I just haven't put anything up.
Yeah, I fly almost every day, but that editing is my problem. They need to work on that AI thing a little better.
Yeah.
I had to look a little closer at that because that light, what is it called again? Light cut. The DJI light cut actually does a halfway decent job. I used it once, but it didn't. You still got to pick your clips, or at least narrow it down to clips you like, and then you can hit it, and it'll probably pick out something halfway decent for you.
Mm-hmm.
America.
Yeah, what you got to do is you have to get a workflow. That's all it is.
Yeah. Yep.
You have to get that. You have to get all your formats made out, have it set up, have a couple of workflows, and that way you can just pop the stuff in.
I got a better solution than that. Just get all my shit and bring it to Joe when we go fly and let him do it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just gonna send them to Joe. I'll send him buckets of video, and he can just edit them for me. Since you love editing so much.
I used to hate editing.
I've done it so much,
but I don't know. Then I guess I found something I could work with, and it isn't a struggle anymore.
Yeah,
or Chris.
Oh, it's not a struggle. I just don't feel like doing it.
Yeah.
I'm just lazy, man. I can do it.
Well, I mean, I'd rather be flying than I would be editing.
Exactly.
I mean, I probably 95% of the stuff I shoot, I don't edit. I'm just helping.
Minimum.
So.
Minimum 95%. I'm just like the video's a byproduct for me. I just like flying. The video's a byproduct.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's funny because I'm such a video snob, I'm an image snob, but I just do it for myself. I watch it on my TV, and then I'm done with it as far as that goes. Chrissy Cakes, what's up?
Morning, Lon, Johnny, Captain Joe, Mr. John.
How you doing, Chris?
I'm good, sir. How are y'all?
Doing great. Doing great.
When you walk away from your source of Wi-Fi, Johnny, your stream could cut off, and that's exactly what happened to me this morning.
Yes. I saw it. Lon and I were talking, and I had you on, just listening, and all of a sudden you wasn't there no more,
Yeah, I piggyback off my phone here at the house, and I walked over to the trailer, and I forgot to grab my phone. I put my phone in my pocket.
That'll do it.
Yeah. So that's why it was short. No crash. But I did get a pretty sunrise, beautiful sunrise this morning. I'm going to send my neighbor a picture of his. I got some pictures of the lake. The big lake is my neighbor. So he'll get a kick out of that when I send it to him here in a little while.
Yeah. Hey, Captain Ray. Somebody was asking about music, and that's not my biggest problem. What I did was I just landed on a genre of music, the kind of music, and then I just go for how long a clip. And I be honest with you, and it probably shows in my videos, I'm not that picky about the music. I'll just like pick 2 or 3 songs and just kind of go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and then just match the video to the music and and send it. You know what I mean?
So
I'm not that picky.
Do you pick your music before you go out and fly, or do you fly and then try and find music?
No, because like I said, I just fly around and then I'll just get the video and I'll look at it. If there's some clips I think are kind of cool or whatever, then I'll literally just get on Soundstripe or whatever and just go, oh, well, I'm going to pick a genre of music. You know what I mean? And then I just go, this one. I mean, literally, I just go, this one. I listen to like 2 seconds of it and I'll just make the video match it and move, keep it moving, you know?
Right.
Yep. Sometimes I pick the music before I go out if I know where I'm going to fly, but a lot of times I just, I'm out someplace I'm flying, and then I have to come back and try and find the music, and that's where it kind of bogs down for me. I spend way too much time probably worrying about that instead of but hey, everybody's got their process, I guess. So.
Yeah. I do a lot of beat matching. Is my problem. That's why I spend a lot of time beat matching.
Yep, that's important.
AI's got to get better at that.
Yeah.
Patchy
Yep.
Drone, welcome in. Man, this stupid mouse is making this thing.
I started using Filmora.
For
I was
more.
using
Filmora,
DaVinci,
yep.
and I went to Filmora because it's basically the same, but it's got an easier workflow for it. And what you do is you put your music in and it tells do beat detection. Put the little line on all the beats, and then you just go through and just make sure you clip your videos right to the lines.
Yeah.
It cuts a lot of time out.
I will make the video, then go for music. I feel fits the video, pick like 5, and then pull them in and they test each song. Yeah, there you go.
That's about what I do too.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Make my video
Yeah, I
how
go
I
to-
want it, and then throw some tunes in there.
I go to Epidemic, and I'll about once a week I'll go through and just listen to different songs. And if I find something that kind of fits what I do, I go ahead and pull it. And I have right now probably about 100 songs, 200 songs that are in there that I haven't used.
Okay.
But I'll still go back and find 10 or 12 more and throw them in. And then when I fly,
library.
I'll go ahead and put my I'll put all my clips in at one time. If I'm doing with like the Mavic 3 or camera drone, all the clips in at one time, and then I already know what the video looked like. I'll go back and I'll notice. I'll see what my time is, and I know first off it's going to be too long. So I'll go back and I clip it a little bit. I don't touch the video yet, but I go back and I find me a song about 3 to 4 minutes, put it in there, then I start clipping.
Check all those walls
I
out.
play with the song first. Wow.
Wow.
That's-
Yeah, they need to get rid of that.
That's the church steeple.
Yeah.
Man,
They
that
need to handle that.
It's not going to get better on its own.
that thing is you couldn't see the nest of it, but man.
I think they're getting ready to build it. If you want my opinion, it's got to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And
John,
we
you
might be
need
looking
to-
at the start. You know what I'm saying?
You need to
They
figure
do.
out, hook up a can of wasp spray on your drone and just
Yeah.
figure out a way to spray it. That'll take care of them.
Yeah, John is going to put that on the Avata too and fly it up there and
Look at it. I
there
mean,
you go.
gap the cross.
No, you could. Technically, what you're talking about, you just tape it, so the nozzle's spraying the whole
Yeah.
time, and
Yeah.
put it on a string and just fly the drone through there.
Have some
It was-
Pop cards on
wasp.
it.
it's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Half
There
cup of
may
gas.
be a
in it.
hole. They have the nest inside.
I don't know. I tried to go around. I mean, I got really close underneath and did some upshot. I didn't see any kind of, but they're definitely probably getting in there some kind of. I mean, they're in there somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like I said, this might be the beginning stages. You know what I'm saying? The queen just kind of landed, and they're all getting ready to start building the nest. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's got to start. The pyramid started with one brick. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yep.
and that thing is it is. And then I flew over to the new churches. They're basically right across from each other. There's nothing. Of course, the steeple is quite different on that one, but man,
In downtown
Did they
Dallas.
attack your drone?
you what?
Did they attack your drone?
No, not at all.
Because they
Which
got a little
drone?
empty field over here. I had to add 2S back there one day, and all of a sudden I'm getting bees hitting that drone. I came back, I had bee guts everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, they didn't. They actually there was a woodpecker in the middle all day. He just come landed right on that. Did a little short of it, like he just come landed right up there with the wall. I guess he says they won't. I don't know. Kiko the monkey, Barkley.
Who?
TJ,
Kiko
Mr. Luigi.
Whoop.
Joe, what you got?
Yes.
We need to go fly today, Joe.
Got nothing early.
Might to go out to Man Shack. Hadn't been out there in a while.
I might go fly today. It was supposed to rain today.
No, today's going to be a beautiful day, Lion. Get out there and fly.
Got a new sticker for the community here.
Oh yeah.
The Shat Show. Just I
Got
can't.
my
I
new
think
one in.
Captain Joe, you got new stickers too, right?
Yep, got my new one in.
I need a London Arts sticker.
Ah,
Those are rare.
yeah, they're getting rare.
Getting rare. That's for
They're
sure.
gonna get even rarer.
Mr.
Here, let me make
I know,
one up. Let me-
Rarer.
I need some Mr. Hope. I need some more Mr. Chris Hope stickers. People love those stickers.
Oh, you're out, Johnny. I'll see what I can do.
I think I got 3 left actually.
I don't
Need to
have
get-
a Mr. Hope sticker.
I need to get some more before Minefield. I'll try to make an order tomorrow.
You're
Yeah.
going to Minefield?
I am, Lon. That's my plans as of today.
Good.
I do, Randy. I do have some of your stickers. Yeah. Your sticker is included. Yeah. TJ, I think I got 1. You know, TJ tells me he's gonna send me stickers. I get an envelope in the mail, and I got 2 stickers in the envelope. So
I finally found a use for the card adapter that they send you with SD cards. I made a little container for my mini SD cards, and then
Oh, yeah, I got it.
lid.
you need some more of those?
No, no, I don't. I have
Was that
20.
on Thingiverse? Because that's a good idea. Then that way, if you ever need the adapter for some reason,
Exactly.
you
it right
got
there.
the adapter there.
Yeah.
I have to use the adapter all the time. I don't have a
I
computer.
got a
that takes
case of
it.
those, 16 of them. So I got 16 of them plus the 3 other ones.
Shoot, I got a stack of them.
Use the heck out of it.
Make one
the
that
SD
has
card.
a little
More.
slot for a card reader.
Yeah, that's a good idea too.
You know, when those little, like Samsung sends you a little card reader.
Yep.
Yeah. Then
Yeah.
you'd really have something going on.
Yeah, you might even be able to put one of those in here
Yeah.
with it. So
I make those little bitty ones. They hold like 3 SD cards. They're just look like a little screw cap. Yeah.
I just threw one in my glove compartment in the car, and then I put a couple in a couple cases, so you always have, a backup.
Mr.
'Cause
Rob.
I had a Samsung, and I had formatted and everything, and I went up to fly, and it wouldn't work for whatever reason.
Really?
I've
Yeah.
heard that.
Yeah.
Did you try formatting it in the drone too? No go.
Oh,
huh?
that's what I always do. I always do
Oh.
that. And so I just, luckily I had another one popped it in that was fine, but I couldn't get it to format on the computer or the drone.
Really?
So
Where'd you get it?
Rob Kamada, welcome in.
I don't remember, Lon. It might have been Best
Was
Buy.
it on
might have been-
Amazon possibly?
It could have been Amazon. It could have been Best
I've heard
Buy.
that a lot.
I've heard it
And
more with SanDisk, where they have like
yeah, I've heard it a lot. Just in general, you get them on Amazon, the cards are garbage.
Mhm.
Straight up garbage from the.
But I've used it.
I don't
I've
know.
used it before. I mean, it could have just been
Well, the one
worn out or.
the one Lon was making commission on didn't work on a lot of people's drones.
Yeah.
That's
It
the
worked,
first.
and it
That's
was
the first Samsung I had problems with. I've had problems with SanDisk, but never with Samsung until then. And I think it just, might have just got worn out, or, might have zapped it with a little static electricity or something.
yeah.
That is true. Yeah, that does happen actually.
Yep.
Chris,
Oh.
what you got going on today? You gonna do some flying? Or are you done for the day?
See, I did all my yard work yesterday. I'll probably charge some FPV batteries, and I'm probably going to cook.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you gonna grill. Gonna fire up that new grill, eh?
Yeah, I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna cook here in a little while. I'm gonna go to town, get some ribs, and have ribs for probably lunch.
Wow.
Lunch or late lunch. I ain't made my mind up yet.
That's a Texas
I'm
man
telling you
right
what.
there.
No
That's some
kidding.
Ribs for lunch. I'd be
Ribs
done
for
for the
lunch.
day, son. I'd be done for
What'd
the
you have for breakfast?
I haven't had
Steak.
breakfast yet.
Steak for breakfast, ribs
Yeah,
for
T-bone
lunch.
steak. Yeah, T-bone.
hamburgers.
Yeah.
I'm fixing to have. I tell you what I'm going to have. I'm going to the house and put some bacon in the air fryer. I'm
There
going to
you
stop.
go.
I'm going to stop and grab me a tomato on my way into the house and have a tomato and some bacon for breakfast.
Hey, there you go.
Man, Texas, man.
They do
No
things
lettuce
better.
and
They
bread
do-
to go with that. You got a nice BLT.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to watch all that, Lon. I'm tired of looking in the mirror at my. I'll take a shot. I was taking 4 shots a day, and my belly's all got blue marks all over it, and I'm tired of it. So
Yeah.
I drew a line in the sand 2 weeks ago. And I said no more.
Do you
So
think it's bread?
it's
Carbs.
carbohydrates. It's
Yeah.
my downfall.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I gave up bread a while back, but I broke down and cheese too. I quit eating cheese. And that's not really for health reasons. I don't know. I just thought maybe bread was a bad idea. I still eat it if I'm going out to lunch, I get a burger or something, but I wasn't buying it. You know what I mean? I wasn't having it in my house. I thought that was a good compromise.
Yeah, you can listen to. I know old Mitch. He does his meat. He's a meat guy now.
Yeah,
And there's a lot of truth. There's a lot of truth in what he says. But I gotta have some green vegetables when I eat. Broccoli, asparagus, a salad. Something. I gotta have something with it.
Yeah.
My son, my oldest son Garrett, he told me we went and eat dinner last night, and he got an omelet for supper. He told me he's down to 290. He's down to 299, and he's lost 86 pounds. So you put the math together.
Wow.
Is he exercising more though? Because
He's exercising, and he's 100% carnivore.
That's interesting. I don't know, man. People aren't built to be strictly carnivores, are they though?
My son's about 6'3", 6'4", and he was pushing 400 pounds. I knew he was a big man, but I had no idea he was that big. And diabetes and high cholesterol, that runs in our family. The cholesterol is kind of hereditary, and I've been on it for about 3 or 4 years. Dude, you're going to have to do something. I said it's going to hurt you as you get older. Trust me, I'm there now.
Right.
Yeah. It's a tough one for me because, obviously, historically, people have been omnivores, and
yeah,
I think your health is better linked to your exercise than it is to what you eat. You know what I mean? But it could be vary from person to person too.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Wow,
there's people that eat whatever the F they want, and they look like little string beans walking down the street.
Randy said he weighs 127.
Good for him.
Congratulations. Hey, Captain Joe, tell him what kind of boots those are. He ain't got no mud boots. Tell him what.
Oh, that's not mud boots. That's crawfish boots.
No. A Man Shack Reebok.
Yeah, Reebok.
But yeah, the carnivores work for him, Lon, and I'm proud of him.
Yeah. You got to find what works for you.
Yeah.
And then just go from there. In my opinion, for what it's worth, because I'm getting pretty chubby myself. That's lack of exercise on my part. I fully admit it. I'm just a lazy bastard.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
We're gonna bring that up next, but I was just, since you said it yourself, no.
Hey man, other than work,
lead right into the next story, Johnny.
I know, for real. I'll work 16 hours a day, but after that, done.
You don't feel like exercising after that, though.
Well, I'm just saying.
Chris, you mentioned Mitch. I don't ever remember Mitch being real big, though. What was he?
He was. To me, he wasn't heavy, but in his mind, he was.
Man, he looks thin now. I can tell you that.
He's got it going on. I mean, he's walking and he's eating bacon in the morning for breakfast, and his blood work I think is coming back pretty good when he goes to the doctor. Yeah. So kudos to him, and he's done his research.
Yeah. That's how I had lost. I used had to use it, not the keto Atkins. I did the Atkins.
Mm-hmm. Well, back in 2000, I lost 86 pounds. Okay, and I got down to 186 pounds.
Wow.
Woo.
So I was pushing 300 myself, and I've never
I'm pushing 300 now. Yeah.
And I've put it back on over the years, but in the last I don't know, when I started taking the 4 shots a day, insulin shots, it went up. And I asked my doctor about that. He said, "Well, you got one insulin fighting another one. Said it's going to make you gain weight instead of lose weight." I said, "Well, I don't like this." And I stuck myself about a week or so ago, and I still got a blue mark. It's bigger around on my stomach, and it hurt. It hurt made me tear up when I stuck myself. I hit a blood vein.
Oh,
God dang! So I drew a line in the sand, and I'm gonna try to maintain it.
good for you.
Yeah.
So if I eat kind of weird, if we go out and eat somewhere, we're together, and I eat a hamburger without bread, that's why.
You know, that's good though. I actually eat hamburgers without bread all the time. They eat it like that in Japan.
Yeah, Maya put in
You
there.
know,
She put in there, put it between 2 pieces of lettuce.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
I've had that too, but I like hamburgers without bread. Throw
Yeah.
some ketchup on them. That's what I normally do. Some salt and pepper.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
that's the thing. We're talking about bacon and tomatoes. I'll 6 pieces of bacon in the air fryer and take up 1 tomato and cut it up in about 6 slices. Little Miracle Whip across top of it. That's breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You know,
yeah, you no carbs basically.
basically no carbs. The Miracle
Yeah.
Whip has a little bit in it, and I get a vegetable. I gotta have a vegetable. Gotta have some
Well,
kind of
vegetables
green.
have carbs, don't they? It's all
Some
about sugar, isn't it?
Some vegetables do. Basically anything that's white in the vegetable world, peas, except for maybe cauliflower, peas, beans, potatoes, are got tons of carbs in them.
That's just starch, though.
That's a starch. It turns to
Yeah.
sugar. Fruit.
Hey, Rob's in here. Now, Rob's, I don't know if you saw Rob lately come out. He's lost. Rob, how much weight have you lost?
I think
He's
said
got
80 pounds.
Rob's puffing on them low carb cigars too.
Yeah.
Well, those Clinton brand cigars, aren't they?
Since Rob is in the chat, I'm going to ask him a question. I know he's a cigar aficionado. But I had a guy that was from Cuba come work on my internet the other day here at the house, and we got to talking. We got talking about Cohiba cigars, and he said he can't get them anymore. He said a Cohiba cigar, when it's made in Cuba, the Chinese are buying it. The Chinese government's buying every Cohiba that comes off the floor. Have y'all heard that?
I've heard that too. Yeah.
No, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me either.
What for, though? I wonder. To what end? I guess just to bolster the Cuban economy, or what's the end goal here?
They love them.
You
They
know?
love them in China.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was an odd deal. So maybe Rob might have heard that.
Rob,
Maybe because they can, because you you can't buy them. We'd buy them by the buttload if we were allowed to.
I'd have a box here, and I don't smoke, but maybe 1 or 2 a year. But I would love to have one.
I was in the Dominican Republic, and they said they were Cohibas. They were supposed to be. It was in a nice cigar shop, so I got one. I don't know. It didn't justify.
It didn't blow your hair back?
No. I mean,
I don't smoke, but I don't get. I mean, I get there's always levels to everything. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. There's always levels to everything, but I don't see the huge difference between, a Cuban cigar and a Colombian cigar and a so-and-so cigar. You know what I mean? It's kind of like,
yeah. I don't smoke anymore.
There's different flavors, Ron.
Oh, I'm sure there's flavors, but I mean,
different.
if you get the levels as far as what's better and other, I'm not sure I quite get it, but
I'll drink.
It's like coffee for me. It's the same thing. People go on and on about where the beans were made and stuff like that, where they were grown, and I'm just like,
I like Folgers.
Folgers.
Juan Valdez.
Juan Valdez. Good old Juan, right?
Good old Juan.
Good old Juan.
He won't let you down.
Juan, yeah. Hey, all the Folgers plastic coffee cans are made right here in Hammond. Yeah, sure.
Woo! Woo! Hammond for the win. Woo!
Right now, well, they're closer to my house than Joe's. Yeah. Folgers.
Oh yeah. Hey, briefly. So we had a Trump rally in town last night, right? And I was telling Johnny earlier, I was on Art's stream and I get a phone call from emergency service. The Secret Service called me and said they had a problem, but they wouldn't tell me exactly what before I went down there. And I'm like, uh-oh. but it turned out it was just a maintenance problem. But I'm driving down there going, uh-oh, what happened?
What
You
am
know
I
what I
getting
mean?
into? Yeah.
Yeah, well, I thought, some jackasses did some jackass things, you know what I mean? But it turned out it was just a
I was
maintenance
thinking, I
issue.
fly my drone this morning. No.
That's not good, Lon. That's not good. They got your phone number, dude.
Well, no, they call our emergency service, and then the emergency service calls me.
So you had to physically go down there and meet with the Secret Service last night?
Yeah. I met with
So
the head of the Secret Service for this area.
Now they got you, dude.
Yeah,
I'm out of here,
you're on a
Johnny.
special list.
He's too connected now.
I'm on the positive side.
He's on a lot of special lists, though, I think.
Yeah, I'm on the positive side of that. I'm cleared to go anywhere. So as far as that goes, I got a Homeland Security badge and everything.
Oh, do you really?
So
Let me go get some aluminum foil. Wait a minute.
Do you still have your clearances from when you was in the military, Lon?
Captain Joe.
I would assume so. I don't have military clearances, obviously, because I'm not in the military. But I have clearances to go pretty much anywhere in any airport in the U.S., any federal building, any of that. I'm cleared to go to any food production. I was at a nuclear power plant a few years ago. I had to fly over towards Tennessee to the TVA and work on some stuff for them. So I have clearances to go pretty much anywhere.
I know a couple of guys that's retired here in the last. Well, one just retired last Friday, but the other guy that retired about 5 or 6 years ago, he kept all his security clearances, and so he's been able to keep his security clearances, and he works for one company for about a year, and then somebody else comes recruits him. Because he's got his security clearances, and he's in communication. He's like a. I told his dad, I said he's just like the cable TV guy. That's what
right. Yeah, I just work on doors, man. You know what I mean? But you got to have clearances to go to all these places. Yeah. So,
somebody,
Mad props. Where did you go last night?
Yeah, what'd you do last night for him, Erlon?
Was that at the arena?
That's why I just got glossed over, because it's not like it's, after they left with Trump and everything, their door wouldn't close. That's the bottom line. It was just a mechanical problem.
Lon, they might
literally
hire you. They might hire you to get on slope roofs, because the director of the Secret Service said they don't get on slope roofs.
Yeah, well, don't get me started, man. I was a sniper in the Army, and I'm like, I'm going, okay. I don't like that cowardice. That was a stupid thing for them to say. I'll be honest with you, because that just shows that just shows cowardice.
When the guy who shot was on a slope roof, and she said they didn't get on slope roofs, that like.
Yeah, stupid is as stupid does.
Diversity hires for the win, man. My position on that.
Did y'all read where that kid had flew a drone about an hour before?
Sure did.
Yeah.
But the Secret Service didn't have a drone.
Well, what were they going to use? They're not allowed to use.
I know.
They used to have a bunch of DJI drones.
That's where I'm going with all
to the
this.
rescue.
Yeah. Don't get me. No, but you're exactly right, because they bought a bunch of Phantom 4s before the first little ban went through. The Secret Service had just bought a bunch. I bet people that worked around there probably got Phantom 4s for $100, because that's how they operate. When they can't use something anymore, they just broom them out. And people got brand new Phantom 4s in a box probably for $100, $200, I bet you.
Yeah.
Well, when they started all this drone crap, I started sending on X. I've been sending to all of the congressmen and senators little statements, and then making sure everybody got the same thing. And when they came out the other night and said the Secret Service didn't have drones in the air, I jumped on there. I said, if y'all would allow them to have DJI drones, they would have drones in the air, and it wouldn't happen. I sent it out to about 15 people.
Yep. That's just
now
stupid.
Now we're hearing that guy had a DJI drone in the air.
Yeah, sure did.
Did they know it was a DJI?
Yeah,
that's what I
said.
I don't know what model or anything, but I did hear him say.
Yeah,
that's really going to help.
That's the thing about the Secret Service. It wouldn't take a $25,000 drone. You can go up there and get a mini one, the original.
They could have stopped at Best Buy.
Put it
a mini 4K for $300.
Yeah, problem solved. Yep.
Problem solved.
Yep.
Yep.
It's
yeah.
Government overreach, as they say, gets a little out of hand sometimes.
Yeah, they could have set up
I'm waiting to
waypoints.
see what.
Yeah, they could have
Yeah,
set
I'm
up
waiting to see
waypoints
where
and
it
just had
goes.
the damn thing circling the area the whole time the thing was going on.
Yeah.
And there's enough people there making enough noise, you'll never hear it. You know, if they're worried about
A Mini
noise.
4 Pro, 100
Yeah.
feet, 200 feet off the ground, you can't hear it in dead
You can't hear it
silence.
20 feet off the ground.
I know it.
Yeah.
I know it. And I knew when I flew my live stream this morning when I was having connection issues, I flew it back over the top of my head. I couldn't hear it. I had to look, turn the camera down, see where it was at.
Yeah.
I did that with the Mini 3 Pro once, and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking it's in front of me behind a tree. I'm saying, yeah, it's behind that tree, and I'm bringing it to me. I'm sending it the other way, and I'm saying, and this is one of my first flights. And I'm saying, when I first got drones, I'm saying, well, where the hell is this drone? It says it's landing, and I'm saying, I don't want you to land. Come back to me. Return home. And it says low battery landing, so it's landing on me. So it lands, and then I lose the signal. And I'm saying, I looked for an hour and a half of this drone. It was 5 blocks in back of me.
Wow.
You know, I used the return to home feature this morning a couple of times. I don't ever do that. I usually just fly it back and catch it, but I let it land on this trailer this morning. And that's the little green box that flies back through, and then
Right.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool
It
technology.
is actually really cool. I never use it either, but it is really cool.
Yeah, something to play with. I mean, after I got off my live stream quit, I flew on down to the lake and flew around. And I said, well, you know what? I'm just gonna hit return to home. And here it comes, and landed right where it took off on this trailer that's 6 foot wide with a tree behind it. I had no problem.
Yep.
But that green. It's got that bow.
Yeah,
that virtual wild, that
cool.
virtual, that path. Yeah,
Yep.
it's cool.
Yeah.
You know,
I think they got the Mini 4 Pro does that too now. Is that?
Yeah.
Mini 4 Pro does it. Yeah.
I like that home point is nice. Like if you're flying at night too. I think I like that about the best.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
the
use
little
the
home
return
point,
home.
and then it gives you a little shadow of where the drone's going to land exactly.
Yeah.
It gives you a little shadow
pad.
of where the drone's going to land. So if it looks like it's a bad spot, you can kind of change it.
Yeah, but what I have noticed about my Mini 4 Pro, and it makes me nervous, is when I fly over water, the little landing symbol you get when you go to land, it will come on, and it makes me nervous. But it's never done it. But it makes me think that it's fixing to land when I see that come on. So I try to watch myself, because sometimes I get pretty close to the top of the water.
I was about to say, Chris, that's only when you get real close, it'll throw
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like watch your height.
10 foot away.
Water.
You know, if there's something you want to look at 10 foot away. And now then the Mini 4 Pro's got zoom, so I don't have to do that much anymore. But when I first started, I'd flying something. I said, I want to look at that. And I get down there and I said, God dang, what this fixing to land?
Well, it's showing you a hard part of that water to land at. That's what it's showing you.
No, it's telling you where it would land if you land right now because of how low you are. That's all. It gives you that shadow thing is what you're talking about. Yeah, it's just telling you where it would land because you're so low. So it's giving you an indication of where it would land because it thinks you're getting ready to land is what it
tells you. That water is
so low.
That water isn't wet right in that shadow. So
yeah, that's where the dry part of the lake is.
Yeah. It's a cold spot. You can land there.
Yeah,
no problem.
Chris
I made a video.
full of crap.
4 or 5 years ago, we took the Phantom down to the water. The water was glass, and you could see the shadow of the drone coming down on top of the water. And I thought that was pretty cool. And that's what I did with this. That's what I did with the Mini 4 down here at this lake down there. But I said, this makes old Chris a little bit nervous. It's going to go in the water.
It will. If the water's clear enough. That was a problem with the older drones. I think the newer drones have refined it a little bit because the sensors are better now. But
yeah,
the older drones, it would see the what do you call that? The under the water, the ground.
It's a good reflection. If the water's still.
Yeah, it would see if it can see through the water, it's looking at the ground down there. You know, so it figures that's the ground. It'll keep on coming down on you.
Right.
You know, the older ones especially.
David Mackey, welcome in. I'm not sure. Welcome in. Andrew, welcome in. Who else is in here?
What's up, Andrew?
Andrew, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of that. I don't like that. No offense, all the finger pointing, and I don't care what side, because if what's his nuts Biden would have got shot at, then all the Democrats would be out in force blaming, some Trump appointee or something. You know what I mean? And it's just like,
I mean, how much is enough too? I mean, I guarantee you they won't be doing any outdoor meetups anymore, or not meetups, but rallies.
I'm thinking you're right, John. They won't be no more courthouse square gatherings.
Yeah, where was it last night? I didn't go. I can't remember if it was indoor. I would assume it was indoors.
It was indoor.
It was at Van Andel, I think, at the arena.
Oh, Van Andel?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
More people outside than they had inside.
Yeah. There are a lot of people.
I know it was a mess downtown. I can tell you that much for free.
Yeah.
When I went down there to work on the building, it was still a mess. People
Lon,
everywhere.
they should have sent you an escort, Lon.
Lon doesn't need an escort. He just puts his siren
I'm
on.
pretty ugly.
He puts his
Nobody's
siren
messing
on,
with
and everybody gets out of the way.
Yeah. I was down there with my car, in fact, because I was on the other side of town when they called, and I was like, crap. Well, I was here, and then I'm on the other side of town from where our shop is, right? So I'm like, crap. So I would have to drive past the place to go get a work truck. So I go, well, let me just stop there in my car, right? And I told him I was going to stop in my car. And I pulled up, and 15 seconds later, 3 agents came out of the building, flashing his badge, going, what are you doing there?
Did they have their guns drawn on you, Lon?
No, not quite that bad, because they were expecting someone to show up, you know what I mean? And I told him I was going to drive my car. So.
That was right at the arena? Is that where it was?
No, it's across, it's 3 blocks away or so. Is where the Secret Service building is.
Oh, okay.
Well, you didn't realize how many red dots you had on you, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of eyes on me, I'm sure.
Wearing a polka dot suit.
No. What I do when I'm on call is when I get in my car and I'm going anywhere, I'll keep a uniform shirt with me at least. You know what I mean? So I had it in the car. I put my uniform shirt on, and I just, like I said, I just drove up there in my Challenger and pulled up, and like 3 agents came out, but they were expecting someone. You know what I mean? I'm not stupid. I've been doing this for a long time. So I told them I was going to stop there in my car. That way, if it was something major, I could grab the parts at my shop so I could fix it all in one move.
You have a ladder in your car, too?
No, I didn't. They have ladders. 9 out of 10 of these buildings have ladders in them. If I needed, I didn't even need a ladder in this case. The door is only like 7 foot high. Like I said, it's not that big of a deal. It's smaller than I normally work on. I normally work on huge doors. This is like 8, 7, maybe let's say 16 by 7, maybe the size of your garage door at your house. Basically, it's a coiling door, but it's a security door. It's not, like I said, it's not that big of a deal, to be honest with you. It was pretty small potatoes, I'll be honest. They had blown a fuse. It was the bottom line.
Oh, is that
yeah, the computer board had locked up on them, and they blew a fuse. So I smacked it with the back of a screwdriver 3 times on the relay and got it to run. For real. I mean, that's how simple it was. And then I got to get them a new computer board, so I'm gonna go back Monday and replace the board. But you guys know computer boards, right? They got these big cube relays on there, and if they lock up, then it'll short out, and then it pops the fuse.
Yeah, and they paid like $1,200 for a screwdriver, so I bet they paid like $1,400 for the back of a screwdriver.
Well, they paid us almost $1,000 to go there last night. I could have been in and out of there in 15 minutes. I had to hang around, check in, talk to Secret Service, talk to their maintenance guy, call the coordinator on the phone. I spent more time on the phone, I did, and listening to him, talk about the rally, and the guy that was the guy that was in charge is the guy that met me. That's a pretty good leader. He let everybody else go home because obviously when Trump hits town, this is stress, or Biden or anybody like that. It's stress central for Secret Service and the FBI in the area. He hadn't slept in at least 2 days. He was saying.
I was going to say, for a couple of days, I'm sure.
It's tenfold now.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was. I'm sure. Yeah, you got that right. That relaxed attitude is gone.
I wonder
that laissez-faire attitude they probably had last week is over now.
Yeah.
I wonder how much of Trump's original detail is still with him today.
I saw nothing but dudes around him. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to go there too deeply, but all I saw on the news feed was dudes around him. A bunch of big dudes. I didn't see. I didn't. Let's just say I didn't see any 5'2" girls around him this time. I saw nothing but really big dudes.
So I haven't
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see what happens in the hearings tomorrow.
How the guy got on there with a ladder and people were seeing the guy. I mean, the whole thing is. I mean, listen. I always said. I mean, somebody could rush in the crowd with a pistol or something, and somebody might could get in like that or something. But man, you walk around with a gun and a rangefinder and a ladder. I mean,
flew a drone.
Yeah, flew a drone.
I mean, it's there's so many red lights there, Johnny. Nobody checked them.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's just, you know, it's a week later and we're hearing all this stuff from different sources. We've all heard the same stories about the young man, and it's 2024. That just doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, I mean, they got a water tower right there that looks over the thing. I mean, I don't know. It's
well,
they had Secret Service agents in the building that he was on top of.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the TFR. I bet they start TFRs earlier now.
Did he have a TFR?
They had to have a TFR up, so I'm surprised the DJI drone took off.
But he's not the president no more, Lon. That's the thing. I was wondering the same thing. I don't know how to go back and look and see if there was one. There may not have been one. I'm thinking there wasn't.
Really?
Look, John Cooper, this is what John says. TFR for the Trump rally was on requested.
Yeah, okay, I was going to say there was a TFR. There's no
John.
way they didn't have a TFR for a presidential candidate. There's no way.
He flew hours before that to take a.
Okay.
I did not know why he didn't request at least 12 hours. Yeah, because somebody said that it did say it was a DJI drone, but he said it was earlier. So yeah, he flew, I guess, to get a scope of things, I guess. But
hey, I'm sorry to put it this way, but I was a sniper in the military, and that's exactly what I would do. I would fly a drone over the area, first scope out the lay of the land. You know, that's not to give this guy any props whatsoever because he's a piece of garbage, but that he followed a pretty good procedure. You know, he got a lay of the land, picked a spot. You know what I mean? And if he did it late enough, he could see where all the damn Secret Service snipers were using a drone.
Yeah.
So he could have found the empty roof like that. I'm sure he didn't plan it like weeks in advance because how would he know where the Secret Service was going to be? So he probably flew his drone, took a look. You know, he got his tactical information using the drone, and he picked the roof based on where they weren't. You know. I picked a spot, picked his roof. Did you hear the story that he walked the ladder from Home Depot?
I didn't hear that.
Did you hear that story? It's like a mile away. I don't know if that's true or not, but the story is he walked the ladder from Home Depot.
Now you would think that would raise some red flags too.
Yeah.
You know, you see somebody walking with a ladder.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, they said, you know, I mean, Trump had threats from Iran, supposedly. You know, they're after him. You would think they would have had things really ratcheted up just because of that, too. You know, they had people out that supposedly from Iranian hitmen out to get him.
It just don't. It's too many. Look, what side, you don't got nothing to do with that. Guy, it is just crazy that a guy could do that in these day and times. I'm like, you know, Lord, you know. When they have a Super Bowl here in New Orleans, they got a TFR, and I live 40 miles away. You know what I mean? It's like it just don't make sense.
It's very strange. That's the first thing I thought was, why wasn't there a TFR in place? And then I started picking on I can't think of who it is right now because they jailbreak DJI drones for people. And I'm like, you know, so they don't follow the TFRs and NFCs.
Mike,
and I'm like,
cool. How is the FPV Palooza coming? Mike is in the chat. I guess they're getting ready.
Hey, Mike.
Fly this morning.
Yeah. So that's a question I have. that's interesting to me. The people that jailbreak all these drones for people. Was his drone jailbroke? And maybe that's why he was able to fly. That was the first thing I thought.
Yeah. Well, it'll take a couple of years to get to the bottom of this. So,
at least minimum, because
Just
they're
get
going to
your
obfuscate.
just get your popcorn and sit back and sleep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to block any investigation as deeply as big as they can. So it'll go on for probably. You're exactly right. We just don't even know what happened in Benghazi exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Jerry, the guy did fly DJ. It said it was a DJI. There was an article pop up yesterday. He flew a DJI drone a few hours before the event. So,
yeah. Frank Wang's like, that's what we need.
That's exactly
More bad press.
Rodney, welcome in.
Why couldn't it have been a Skydio, right? I'm sure
no
Frank
kidding.
Wang was like, God dang it. Why was it a Skydio? Because Skydios don't have NFCs, right? So a Skydio, you can launch a Skydio in the middle of a TFR.
Yeah.
To my last time I had a Skydio. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell too. It might give you a warning, but
Right.
couldn't have been happier thanks to the sponsors. Good deal, Mike.
Oh, cool. Cool, Mike. Yeah, I was on call, Mike, so that's why I didn't show up. I was gonna go, and then I ended up having to be on call this weekend. We had a guy quit, so.
Yeah.
Anybody looking for a job around Grand Rapids, Michigan, let me know.
John Flynn could come out of retirement. There you go.
Oh,
There you go, John.
I
There
don't
you
think
go.
I couldn't get the security clearances. I wouldn't be any good to
Well, you just do regular work.
you. Yeah.
You don't have to be at my level. Not that I'm awesome or nothing, but
Oh, you're awesome.
you're
You're awesome.
You the man.
All hell.
No, we have regular work. No, I'm just saying we have regular work. We just go into people's houses and do garage doors or GM or something like that. Even though these days you got to have certain level of clearance just to go to GM. These factories are tightening down on a lot of this. Just letting just anybody on site.
You probably do a lot out at the airport too. I would imagine.
That's what I mostly do.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Just me personally, because I have all the certifications.
Right.
So I go to the airport for hangar doors.
All the hangars.
Yeah, all the hangars. I'm at Aeromed. Seems like once a month because Amway boys, seem to wreck something every so often. So
Amway boys.
The Philip Koshat says, "All hail, Lon." There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I was trying to word that better, but I've been doing this for almost 30 years, man. So,
Shit,
oh my God, that holstering thing was hilarious. I like the girl cowering behind Trump while the shooting was going on. Did you see those pictures? She was ducking behind Trump like this while the shooting was going on. And I'm like, they're knocking down a fence so they could get out there to where the shooter was. Did you see that one? Oh my God. It's just like, you know what I mean? It's like,
crazy
my police officer's son watched that and he just shook his head. He went, "I can't believe that."
In case you forgot to hit the old Bob Casey. Yeah, Bob was asking, didn't something pop up yesterday or the day before about the ban? Or did anybody see anything latest on the DJI drone ban?
I haven't seen anything.
Did anything new?
I'm kind of over it right now. It's like the last thing I even want to see.
It'll be brought up this week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now they got one more reason.
That's probably one.
Yeah, now they might have one more. They might have more reason now. I don't know. Who knows? Hey, but if we'd have put ours up first, then hey. So.
Yep.
It's funny you got that great tool in your toolbox and you can't use it. I mean, They should get to what's the worst gun you could shoot at somebody with? What I'm saying is you can't use that good gun. Let's go to the next one.
Yeah, let's go get that high point real quick. Go get a high point. Anybody know anything about guns?
No.
I'll buy another by high point.
You better shoot it somebody else's hand.
Nasty down here, Lon.
Huh?
The Shag Nasty.
Yeah, heck nasty.
Shag
You're better
nasty.
off throwing a high point 9mm to steal a gun because it weighs 5 pounds just about.
Yeah.
You can beat somebody to death with a high point.
And you gotta hope you got your fingers left when you shoot it.
Man, that's the dude,
Yeah,
man. You
man.
shoot that thing, it's you know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one. I thought I was getting a good deal one time, line. I bought that thing, come home, tried to run a clip through it. Oh my Lord, what did I buy?
What, a high point?
Yes,
With the 9mm?
it's a 9mm high point.
Yeah.
POS.
Yeah, man.
POS. If it's
$150
$100,
though, buddy.
yeah.
Bill, good morning. And I think Bill is at home doing a little better. So
Hey, Bill. Where?
Bill.
Hey, Bill, glad you're
Morning,
home.
Yeah, I've seen a high point. I've seen high point stuff for like $149.99 at Dunham's or somewhere, right?
Brand new.
Brand new.
Brand new. In the box with the
Brand
tag on
new.
it.
Brand
With three
new.
clips.
With 2 clips.
Did you read that about what the sniper said? He said he could only see his forehead and scope. The guy that shot the
Yeah, that's what he said. He
I
said
believe
he took
that.
a shot.
I'm not that sniper, you know what I mean? Like the guy that took out what's it, Osama bin Laden, or the guy, those guys that make those boat shots. They're on a boat.
Yeah.
Man, those dudes. I'm not that guy. I'm deadly. I used to, not anymore, right? I was deadly at about a kilometer. 500 meters to a kilometer, I was good. Anything beyond that, and that's a static shot. You know what I mean? But
They got a little
start
bit.
talking, these guys can do 2 kilometers, and they're shooting 50 millimeter sniper rifles, man, and they're knocking heads off at 2K or whatnot. I was never that guy.
They got a different scope than what we grew up with, Lon.
Yeah, well, I trained on a M24. You know what I mean? And it's basically just a modified M16, and I was good for about at 500 meters. You might as well just go ahead and say your prayers, okay? I'll give myself that much credit. But anything over that, I was iffy. But some of these guys, man, you don't even hear the shot. You hit the ground before you hear the shot. You're like, and then
boom.
Yeah.
The 3 banana Leopold about my that's about my scoping.
Yeah.
And about a 300-yard shot. That's all I've ever took. I'd like to, we got a couple places where you can go shoot 1,000 yards. I'd like to do that once, just to see.
Just to see, man. It's all about getting sighted. Obviously you get your sighting. Then it's about windage.
Yep.
Then you gotta look at the movement of the target if it's moving. Like I said, I was great with static. Obviously moving targets and stuff is another whole dimension.
right.
You know what I mean? Moving targets is a whole nother dimension. Static targets, obviously, some training and some time and practice, anybody can shoot a static target. But I don't see how, I don't want to be negative, but that, you got to look at God on this, because I have no idea how he missed at 145 yards. I have no idea. None. None. That's amazing. That's amazing, because he obviously wasn't going center mass, because Trump barely moved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you watch the video, Trump barely moved. And so he should have went center mass. Going for the headshot.
Shooting for a headshot.
Yeah, he going for the headshot is, if you're iffy, but he's a 20-year-old kid. It wasn't like he had training.
Right.
So.
Yeah, but Lon, when I was in the Marines, I was on match teams, and I used to knock spotters out at 500.
Yeah.
I used to see, I pull the trigger and watch the spotter drop out the target where I hit the spindle out.
Yeah.
I couldn't understand how he missed.
I don't know how he missed either, but he was a 20-year-old kid, so I don't know what his familiarization with the weapon was. I don't know if he did a lot of range time. They don't know any of that yet. Trained in the video game. Yeah, maybe Jerry,
See, the other thing is the parents called up about an hour and a half, 2 hours before that, and said they gave description of the son, they gave pictures of him, and said he's got our AR and 100 rounds of ammunition. We don't know where he's at.
Yeah, man.
So
And this stuff happens
right
in
there.
any administration because the kid that shot up that school, I believe when Trump was president, they had gotten phone calls on him, ahead of time, and nobody did anything. He was on I think he was on the FBI list or whatever. They should have been looking at him. So this happens in general, and I think I'm an anti-government person. There's nothing the government can't screw up. The more people you get involved, and the more diversity hires you involve, it's just.
Yep.
It's just, ugh.
Yeah,
It's just really bad. So it's just a
I'm right
whole
there with you, Lon.
overall.
You're right.
Yeah, it's just a bad thing overall. I'm super happy he missed. I'm not a huge Trump supporter, but I don't want to know what that would look like the next day. I don't. The way the country is right now, I don't want Joe Biden to get shot either.
Right.
Because what it would look like the next day
would not be good for the country.
No.
I really feel for the 3 that got shot and one young man that lost his life.
Oh my God, that's my biggest problem with the sniper, dude. That's just the opening up after he misses and he just starts shooting into the crowd. Apparently,
yeah.
And that's just my God. I hope he's at the 7th layer of hell. I hope he's at the absolute I hope they invent an 8th layer of hell for this guy.
For him,
yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really do. I hope they maybe even a 9th layer because he should have his balls being poked with hot pokers 24/7. I can't believe it's bad enough that he did what he did, but then it's just to open fire randomly in the crowd.
Yeah.
Man, there should be an extra layer of hell for someone like that. That is disgusting. He could have hit those little kids. If that guy wouldn't have shielded his 2 daughters, one of his daughters should have been shot, and there's nothing more evil than that, as far as I'm concerned.
You're right.
Period.
Crazy.
And full stop. Full stop. Your politics, whatever you think or feel or whatever, I don't care. Full stop. There's nothing but evil there. That is pure evil.
Yep.
Agree. Agree.
That is too bad, man. Too bad.
All right, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this. Been on about an hour. I'm going to get over to the cemetery there. And Lana, y'all will be on with Bill tonight, I guess. Bill's
most likely. You go to the cemetery on Sundays?
I do.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I blow out the mausoleum. There's always.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people.
What's his name?
Big visit day. Big visit day.
Mausoleum?
Mausoleum. Can you spell that?
Mausoleum.
Mr. Mausoleum to you, Lon.
Mr. Mausoleum to you, Mister.
Mausoleum.
Buddy.
Everybody,
you're familiar, aren't you?
Great day. Get out there and fly today, and hey, have some fun if you can, and stay out the rain. I guess the rain looks like it's like it rained a lot of parts. Chris, hope you're not sending no rain over here, are you?
Tomorrow and Tuesday, you should get ready for a shot.
It's kind of cloudy today. It looks like it's going to rain at some point. So. All right, everybody have a great day. Thanks, everybody.
Have a good
Take
day.
care, all.
Bye-bye.